Coming up, we've got details on Brad Sweet clinching the 2021 World of Outlaws Championship. We talk King of the West sprint cars, and we've got weekend results from the Short Track Super Series, USMTS, and more. Today is Monday, November 1st, 2021. Welcome into Dirt Tracker Daily. I'm Justin Fiedler. When the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series hits Charlotte this week for World Finals, it will come with zero pressure for Brad Sweet. Following a weekend at Lawton and Devil's Bowl in which he finished ahead of championship rival David Gravel both nights, Sweet has locked up the 2021 World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series championship. All he needs to do is basically just show up at Charlotte and collect his trophy. Sweet needed to leave the two nights up at least 96 points to clinch, and he did better than that, exiting Devil's Bowl on Saturday night up 106. This is Sweet's third career Outlaw title and third in a row for he and that Kasey Kahne Racing number 49 team. The combination of Sweet and crew chief Eric Prutzman, along with crew guys Joe Mooney and Andrew Bowman, has been dynamite the last several years. They've won a ton of big shows, just a lot of races generally, and now 3 championships. In the entire 44-year history of the series, only 10 drivers have won a World of Outlaws championship, and Sweet joins Steve Kinzer, Sammy Swindell, and Donnie Schatz as the only drivers to win at least 3 times. The Big Cat has definitely cemented himself as one of the best to ever strap into a sprint car. Back to the weekend itself, Friday night at Lawton, it was all Carson Macedo. He started third but took over the top spot from Logan Schuchart on lap 6 and never looked back. He led the final 30 laps to earn his 11th win of the season behind the wheel of the Jason Johnson Racing 41. Schuchart settled for second, Donnie Schatz was third, Sweet fourth, and Gravel completed the top 5. Aaron Reitzel ran towards the front all night as well before fading to 6th at the end. He and that Ridge team struggled out of the gate in their new pairing a few weeks ago, but have been better as of late. It sounds like some equipment changes have helped that team, and things with the Toyota engine seem to be progressing there as well. On Saturday night at Devil's Bowl, I thought we might have a chance to see a first-time winner. After struggling the night before, Ayrton Geniton was really strong. He was 4th quick in qualifying and finished 2nd in his heat to make the dash. A subsequent pole draw for the dash and a dash win set him up for the pole of the feature. He was quickly out to the lead at the start and ended up staying out front until pretty late in the going. Unfortunately for him, though, he ran into the buzzsaw of a hard-charging Logan Schuchart. Schuchart had won the previous 2 trips to the site of the first ever Outlaw race at Devil's Bowl, and he didn't let an 8th place starting position keep him from winning his 3rd straight. He rolled by Geniton on the top side to lead lap 24 and drove away over the final 7 laps. The win was Schuchart's 7th of 2021 and 30th in his career, which really coolly ties him with grandfather Bobby Allen for 20th all-time on the Outlaws all-time win list. That is a really, really cool stat for Schuchart. Logan was also the night's hard charger, which makes him just the 5th driver back through the 2018 season to win the feature while also being the night's hard charger. Carson Macedo ended up 2nd, Sheldon Hunshield was 3rd, Geniton slipped to 4th at the end, and Donnie Schatz was 5th. As for Geniton, those 23 laps out front were the first laps led of his career with the World of Outlaws, and he's definitely making strides as a driver. Bringing in former Brian Brown crew chief Chad Morgan has really pushed him forward this season, and the duo have picked up 4 All-Star top 10s in their previous 6 starts, and his average finish with the Outlaws since they joined is 11.5. That includes an 8th at Eldora and a 4th at Devil's Bowl. He's another young sprint car driver, I think, who has a bright future ahead. Definitely one to keep an eye on going forward. So with Lawton and Devil's Bowl complete, just World Finals at Charlotte is all that is left in the season. Thursday night is practice and qualifying with full feature programs on tap for Friday and Saturday. We'll have more on World Finals later in the week. In other sprint car action over the weekend, the King of the West Series had a doubleheader between Keller Auto Speedway and Kern County. On Friday night on a hammer-down track at Hanford, Shane Golubic slipped by early leader Sean Becker just before halfway and drove away to the victory. It was Golubic's first win in a 410 since November of 2019. Becker settled for 2nd, Corey Eliason was 3rd, Joel Myers Jr. was 4th, and DJ Neto completed the top 5. My favorite thing of the night, though, may have been the non-wing race. They paid $3,000 for a 15-lap race for any of the 410 teams who wanted to take the wings off. They ended up with 7 takers. Bud Kading, Sean Becker, Billy Atten, Max Adams, Ryan Bernal, Bill Balog, and Tyler Courtney. Balog ended up leading the first couple laps, but Sunshine took over on lap 3 and wasn't challenged again out front. He grabbed the win over Balog, Bernal, Adams, and Atten. Definitely appreciate those guys doing something a little different on a night like that and putting on an extra show without the wings. Sunshine also mentioned in his Victory Lane interview that the Roth 83 was using Toyota power. On Saturday night at Kern County, Justin Sanders was able to keep points leader Dominic Scelzi at bay in the closing laps to grab his 4th series win of the year. Sanders was back this weekend in the Works Limited 57 with Paul Silva on the wrenches. He took a shot late, but Scelzi ended up 2nd in the final rundown. Golubic was 3rd, Corey Day 4th, and Bud Kading completed the top 5. With just the finale at Stockton left, Scelzi now leads DJ Neto by 79 points in the standings, so Scelzi will be the 2021 King of the West champion. The final race for that series is November 6th. Short Track Super Series wrapped up their 2021 season over the weekend at Georgetown Speedway, and it was Billy Pouch Jr. taking down the final victory of the year. It was Pouch's 5th consecutive win in the event. He topped Anthony Perego, Ryan Watt, Jordan Watson, and Mike Guler. A 12th place finish for Mike Mahaney was good enough to see him wrap up the South Region Championship and the $10,000 for doing so. It was his first Short Track Series title, or Short Track Super Series title. Matt Shepard had to settle for 2nd, but he did snag the North Region title and is set to claim the Super Dirt Car Series Championship this week as well. If you're looking for more Northeast modified racing before the year ends, don't forget that the big blocks are part of World Finals this week. Another weekend modified action, Jake O'Neill won the USMTS finale at 81 Speedway. It was his 10th series win of the year. He trailed Derek Ramirez for the championship entering the night, but the win wasn't enough. Ramirez finished 6th and claimed his first ever USMTS title. And at Charlotte, Nick Hoffman swept the UMP modified features for the weekend at the World Short Track Championship. In weekend late model action, Brandon Overton earned his 29th win of the season in a late model at East Alabama Motor Speedway for the National 100. He started 2nd, took over the lead from Mark Whitener before halfway, and held off Dennis Erb Jr. at the end to score the $20,000 victory. Erb, Randy Weaver, Austin Horton, and Whitener were the rest of the top 5. At Pike County, Tyler Erb picked up 2 $3,000 wins, while Chad Thrash took home the big money on Saturday. And at the World Short Track Championship, Dylan Brown won the Pro Late Model feature and $4,000. There's just one item on the streaming schedule today, and that is Flow Racing at 24/7 over on Flow. To see the full daily streaming schedule with links to watch, visit dirttracker.com/watch tonight. That's it for the show today. Hope you have a good Monday. If you have thoughts about the topics on today's show, please leave them in the comments below or tweet at me. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for more Dirt Tracker Daily.